Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Now today it's about Deck of Haunts. This is a game that hasn't been released yet, but there is a free demo on Steam, so you can try it out if you want. It's a very short demo, but personally I find the game really fun, so let's jump into it. I am looking forward to the release and I hope there is plenty of more to come. So in this game you are playing a haunted house and you want to either kill or drive insane anyone who enters your house. You are sort of this creature here, this is your heart, and if they reach your heart they do damage to it. And well, if you're on 0 hit points you lose. Now you have cards that you can play each turn, and you have 3 action points. So you can see this card costs 1 action point and I have 3 total. And this person here in my house has 7 hit points and 7 morale basically. And if the blue meter reaches 0 they go insane, and if the red meter reaches 0 they die. Now both of those things sort of achieve the same goal of, you know, defeating them. But if you drive them insane and other people see them, they are okay with it. But if they see a dead body, they will panic and run away. And you don't want them escaping your house. So let's get started. And I'll just show you how this goes. So there is also a tension meter. We currently have tension 1. And if I play Chilling Cold, his tension goes up to 2. And there comes the helpful tooltip that tells us that tension essentially drains more sanity, right? So this would normally drain 2 sanity, but now it's drained 4 because he had a multiplier of 2, and that resets his tension. And stacking tension is obviously a good way to remove the sanity. Now we can get his sanity to 0. I mean, this was the first night. This is essentially tutorial. Now after night is over, you get essence, and essence can be used to purchase new rooms, but you have upkeep for special rooms, like your heart room costs 1. I gain 2 essence for defeating an enemy, and that means I have 1 essence that I've gained here in total. Now here is the deck building part. This is essentially free, or I guess you can skip, but the card that you add here is permanently added to your deck. This is free, right? You always get 1 free card, and then the essence is spent on rooms. Now, I think I'll take Consume, because Consume, it essentially consumes drained sanity, and if after the drain the sanity is below 4, meaning 3, 2 or 1, then they die, and you get extra essence. So I'm gonna take Consume, which can be pretty useful. And in the first, after the first night, you don't get to pick rooms, you just get some free rooms. So what I like to do is, for example, I have a bell tower, this is a special room, and I'll place this here. Now right now there is a very straight path towards my heart, and I want to avoid that if possible. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to place the bell tower here. And then I'm going to place a kitchen here. And then I'm going to place a living room here. Now we can move rooms later, so I wanna destroy the connection that I have and move that elsewhere. Need to survive a certain amount of nights. Yeah. So now this time there are 2 people here. You can see they have different amounts of hit points and sanity. Now we're still gonna rinse out. Now you could actually, what would be useful is, right, if you maybe drain the sanity of 1 and then sort of kill the other. So you use the person with 5 hit points is easier to kill, although all of my cards currently still do damage, so I guess it's irrelevant. But we can technically just keep training her, and then we start damaging him, right? And then next turn... Oh, by the way, you see there is this ghost, right? The bell tower comes with a ghost, and the ghost moves around. And essentially, they have a curse when they're in the same room as this ghost. which makes it easier to drain their sanity. Now I can kill him, and now I could drive her insane, or I could, for example, end the turn and hope that I get the consume card. And I do indeed get the consume card. So now I can harvest her. And by harvesting her, I now gain more essence. See, I gain 3 from harvesting a human and only 2 from killing a human. Now, oh, this is a good trap. I want that trap. Now here we can see the shop. Now you can drive a human insane and then kill him, and yes, it gives extra essence, but it might also require more time than you have. So I need the move room. The phobia room is a good one, so we're gonna grab that. And I think I'm gonna grab a living room here, and I'm gonna grab a kitchen here. So certain rooms need to be a certain size, like it says 4-tiled room here, which means I can apply this to any room that's 4 tiles or larger. Now having a larger room is not necessarily useful otherwise, because a lot of small rooms, the humans can only move 1 room per turn. So if you have a lot of large rooms, right, they can progress very quickly, while if you have a lot of smaller rooms, they need to progress through them one at a time. Now, move room, right? We're gonna move the guest room, and I'm gonna move that here. So the idea is I will move that kitchen down here, I think, and then have a 4-tile room here where I can do something like a phobia room later on. For now, this is going to be a phobia room. And I want then to move this down here and turn this probably in a phobia room as well, if I can find something like that. Now this is going to combine to a 4 room as well. And the reason is I want to have an altar room or so here later. Excuse me. We'll see how that goes. And then I'll have a kitchen here. And the idea is, like, those rooms are essentially just distractions, right? If they are in this room and they wander in here, then I have to wander back. And then I still have to go through here. Yeah, now humans start coming in with traits. This person has level-headed, meaning his maximum tension is reduced by 1. So he can't have as high a maximum multiplier on the sanity train as others. Now the bellroom trap can only go into the bellroom. And the fun thing about this is it doesn't just trigger in the room, but it also drains sanity of surrounding rooms. And the bellroom is going to be a room they have to go through once I move the kitchen. And at least now they also have to walk past it, so that's nice. And we're gonna increase the tension here. Now they are in the phobia room, which drains some sanity of the people who enter. And now we can, but it also has reset the tension, because any drain uses up the tension. Now, let's do it like this. Now we could consume this human if we draw another consume card. So what I can do is technically consume him. Now she's going to panic, right? Because she witnessed the corpse, and now she's going to try to flee. But that's fine, because she has to go 1 room back and she's at 2 health, so next turn we just kill her. Or she isn't actually moving. Well, works for me, I guess. We're still gonna kill her now. And yeah, turn insane. I got 2 essence from that, killed, and then 3 from harvested. Now Encore can be interesting if you have like a buff. There are like certain buffs that cost like 2. Well, or if you have a very good card, I suppose, because it plays a card twice. But I think I want some Cursed Flesh for now. Pinpricks is interesting because it costs 0. But I think we're gonna go with this. Yes, Altarum. See, exactly this is what I wanted. But I also want to move... this is... If I get the Altarum now... This is going to be a mistake. Maybe. Like, there is always one special room on offer. And obviously you don't know which one it's going to be. Maybe we'll play it safe. And we will... Like, the altar room allows you to sacrifice a card. And then you draw one more card each turn. Like, during that night. And I have the bell trap that I can only place on the bell tower room. So I played it once, and if I draw the card again, then it's an easy sacrifice for an additional card draw. Which is very convenient. But for now, maybe I'm sure an altar will show up again. So we will move the room, go on the safe side here. And then what else? This is a kitchen here, right? We could take, like, we'll take some... You know what? I'll save one essence. I think that's fine. We will move this kitchen down here. So this is now also for... There is still, like... a relatively straightforward path. If I had kept this into like smaller rooms, might have worked. But they need to traverse this. They need to traverse the bell tower right now. And the bell tower is going to be a nice trap. And if I can turn this into another phobia room, that will be nice. Oh, we will see how this goes. This is a kitchen, so I don't want to attach this to here. You know what? We could attach something to the... So we attach this to the bell tower room, right? So they might now wander in here and then get trapped down here. I want to force them to move through the bell tower room, most importantly, I think. Yeah, now we have a stonemason. The stonemason moves directly towards the heart. So you can't distract them by wandering off. So if you had a longer main row, right? For example, I could have made smaller rooms here, and then maybe some smaller rooms after the bell tower. I'm gonna add some tension here. So there is a character that has soothing, meaning he will reduce the tension of everyone in the same room with him. So we will do this. Then we can move humans to a random adjacent room. We are going to do that because I want to split the party. Now this guy is investigating. Investigating means he's going to disable the phobia room effect. But he's going to stay here while he investigates. So he's essentially going to waste one turn in here. Nice, so I have the trap that I can do here, and we have Cursed Flesh. It only works on a solo human, and we're gonna use to this Mason, because he is the most dangerous one here. Now the trap activates, or if I had an altar room, I could sacrifice this now. Now I need to get rid of this Mason, so we're gonna do that. And then I can train him, right? You can see now it's a very nice modifier because of the Witch's Curse. The Witch's Curse tension here counts as one higher. Now this guy's gonna panic because he sees that, but he's also, sadly for him, already very low. So we're gonna take care of this guy, and we're gonna add more tension here. And we can consume him for bonus essence. Nice. So, one killed, and wait, didn't I consume him? Oh, anyway. What do we have here? Compel, you can force a human to move to a specific room. That can be useful. This damages everyone in the room. This is good against large groups in a way, to soften them. But you have to discard 2 cards. And There are cards, like there is one card that costs less than more cards you have discarded, so there can be some synergy with these cards, but I don't have anything of this currently, so I'm gonna go with Compel here. Yeah, now it's a sacrifice room, but I want an altar room. Now, I could also move a room if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I want to. Technically, I could build something like here and then remove that room and force them to move further. Like if I made a connection here and then moved that room elsewhere. Oh, I think I'm going to. Like, it's not ideal of dealing with masons like this, but it's gonna work out. So I think I'm gonna take a living room. And I'm gonna save some essence because I still want that altar room that hasn't appeared yet. Okay, we're gonna place the trap. And who are we gonna drain? I'm gonna drain this guy, he has the lowest sanity. So they have somebody who is soothing, right? Which means the sadly detention will get lost. But we're gonna drain him. I'm going to try to focus on him. Now I could also compel. Actually, I could compel the soothing guy to go down here. And that means he will now... He won't be able to reduce the attention. Unless, of course, damn it, did they just wait for him to come back? We can do even more tension, and then we can drive him insane. And see, I could now I could now start damaging him. That's a bit of a waste probably, but I already have this. Why are they just standing in here? That was stupid. I should damage the bleeder, I should drain the other one maybe. Now they are moving on. I could now split them up if I wanted to. I could now compel this person to go in here. And then, because she is now alone, I can kill her. And unless, yeah, he didn't move in here, so he, or she... So that corpse remains undetected. Now we can add some tension here and then we just drain this person and we good. There are a lot of cool cards that I'm currently not getting. There's like a card that increases all damage and drain, or that makes all drain cards to damage and damage cards to drain as well, and so on. Phobia room is something that I also wanted, so we're gonna take that one. And I think that's all I'm going to do here, right? So I'm going to now have 2 phobia rooms. Ideally, they move through both. They still have to move at least through that, and they still have to move through the bell tower. So those are 2 rooms that they need to walk through, and maybe one day I'll get my altar back there. There are also a bunch of other traps that you can move into, that you can put into any room. So we have a bleeder. Let's start the bleed, I suppose. See, this group splits up. They are nice. Now we can add some tension here. Oh, there is somebody with a doctor's bag and so they're both in the same. Nice. So we will... I'm not sure how sane it is to damage the leader, actually. Just so this person is a bit alone. Now they will waste 1 turn investigating, but they got a bit trained there. Now I could just It's a bit risky because this is very close to the exit and they could easily find him here. But we're gonna go with him. See, now this room has been investigated, so it's no longer a phobia room. Traps, they can't really investigate traps, but they are, all this time, they are next to the bell room trap, right? So, actually, no, wait, the trap only activates when somebody's in the room and then it trains everyone around. So we didn't get any benefits there, but we can, like, increase the attention. And then we can train the soothing guy a little bit. And then maybe we start slicing. Now this person has been driven insane. Now we... Oh, this person has a lot of... we could soon harvest her, I think. Excuse me. Still having a little bit of a cold. So we can increase the tension here. Then we get this guy to 1 hit point, and now we should be able to deal with both of them. And more simply, I can certainly drive her insane, right? Now this works on a solo human. If somebody is insane in the same room, they still count as being in that room, so I can not kill this guy. What I can do is I can obviously damage this person here if I wanted to, but I have a damage card, so that works at every time. I can just finish them off, and we are getting 4 essence here. See, night long minimum tension 1. That's a good one. And now I get the altar room that I wanted all along. What else are we gonna get? Let's get another kitchen. So I now turn this into an altar room. And now what I will do is actually I will add the, I think, a kitchen on top. This is just if they make it all the way here. It gives them an option to maybe not wander into my heart room. Now, the way this altar room works is, right, you sacrifice a card and it comes back the next night, but for this night you don't have the card anymore, but you will draw 1 more every turn. And this works until this room is investigated, right? If one of those people makes it into this room, they're gonna investigate this and then they're gonna deactivate this function. Which is why you want the altar room actually pretty far in the bank. But investigating also takes a turn, so they might waste some time here investigating where they don't go into my hard room. So this serves 2 purposes. It sort of delays them, and it's also in a rather protective space, so I keep my card draw. If you place the altar room right here, you would lose that benefit real quickly. Now we can play this. Minimum tension is increased for everyone, and then we will start draining, I think, the one who is soothing. Because he reduces the tension of others. Now, of course, the minimum tension is now 2 and he can't remove them below that. So we can add tension. Now I can compel the... Oh wait, crap, there are 2 people who are soothing. I didn't notice. But I can essentially force him to split from the group. And... I mean, because he's the only one solo, I cannot do this. There is shifting hallways, instantly teleport somebody to a random room, which costs 0. But random room could be like right next to my heart. So this is sort of like a card that I only use in emergencies. That's also, if I build too many things here, it would make the teleport in a way more risky even. Because this is where I'm trying to like add traps to those areas. I don't really have the greatest trap card, sadly, this game around. But if you have good traps, you can essentially create a very dangerous path there. And you see they are now busy investigating, right? So they will disable this. But it has already triggered on them. And I can drain this guy because the minimum tension can't be reduced below 2 now, right? Drain always does double damage in that sense. And then we can work on this guy. And you can see there is an insane person in this room, but they don't care. The only thing they care about is dead people. Now this stacks, right? So I can play this again. And I haven't really see, I could sacrifice this card, for example. So I could do this and go here and then sacrifice this card. And now I will draw one more card every turn, essentially. Meanwhile, we are going to work on this person. Oh, I now have the bell. See, the thing is, the bell tower trap is I placed that. Now, if I would have drawn that again, I could have used it as a sacrifice in the altar room. You can only sacrifice one card per night. And you get the card back in the next night, right? So this is not permanently gone, it's just gone for that night. Yeah, and the bell tower card can only be played as the bell tower, so once that's done, this card is a bit useless, so it then serves as a good sacrifice. Or if you had a card for this card, right, you could play a bell tower trap and then discard it. Anyway, I can add some more tension to this guy. Sadly, I don't have any drain cards, or I could have, like, because he was in a room with the witch, that would have been nice. But the trap has now triggered and has done a lot of damage. I could do this even more if I wanted to. See, now yeah, that trap triggers and it drains, you know, the adjacent rooms, and that trap triggers whenever somebody is inside the room. And there was an insane person in it, so the trap kept triggering. See, Bell Crush is an interesting one because it does 100 damage to everyone in the bell tower. That can be a very good card if you force people to go for the bell tower, right? And that's why the bell tower is interesting, because there's a special trap for it, and there's like this special Bell Crush card. And I mean, in the finished game, there's probably many more. But now I want Hidden Corpse, right? And we don't need a sacrificial room. The thing with Hidden Corpse is it's a trap that I can place everywhere. And it drains sanity. And if I can play a few of those cards that increase the minimum tension, that means it will drain insane amounts. If you get the right cards that sort of synergize, this can be really nice. So this is a guest room, a kitchen, and a living room. If I had a one-tile kitchen here, I could do that. Like, if I place a guest room here adjacent to this, or a living room, they will combine to a bigger room, which I don't want. I probably want more smaller rooms. What I could do is, like living room, I could do a two-piece living room down here. Something like that. It doesn't offer me a living room, though. I could take a small guest room. You know what, let's take more guest room. I could do like a guest room here. You know what, we'll do one here, right? So this entire part is just, like, they have to eventually wander up here, and this is just to, you know, confuse them. Now we have Masons again. They are going to go straight towards this. Now the good thing is they aren't going to stop and investigate, so they won't disable those rooms. I will start with the Endless Tolling. With Compel, I can obviously start with that. I can force them to move somewhere I don't want. This is also where like the teleport also would come in handy. Yes, we want the minimum tension raised. And I mean, this guy is soothing. If I raise the tension of those, it would not do much, I suppose. Ah, see, now I have that, but I can't put it into... Like, this would be an excellent room to tramp. Sadly, they are inside this room, so I can't. Now, the bell tower room is already trapped. What I can do is I can trap this room up here. No, I want to play the hidden corpse on this. And... we'll start here. And now it drains the sanity in adjacent rooms. It triggers because they're in there. And once they go in there, actually... You know what? I could consume someone. But if I consume him in here, it's very likely that he will be found, right? If I move them to a random adjacent room, they might walk in here. But will the trap... I think the trap should trigger if they walk in here, right? And that trap drains 2. They have a tension of 2, so it would drain 4. So it wouldn't take care of one of them, but it would take care of the other. We're gonna try this. Oh, the trap didn't trigger. But I can do this. Can still move him to a random room. This actually disables them for a turn, which is also nice. And now we just, I don't know. Do some damage to someone. This guy's a doctor's bag, so he can only heal others, but not himself. Okay, now this trap triggered, perfect. Now, since nobody is in this room... Wait, didn't I trap this room? Yeah, this is trapped. So we trap this room as well. So now all of these rooms are trapped. We increase the attention here. So there's... Yeah, see, this drains sanity so nicely. Now we can increase the tension. And now, this is what I meant, right? I've played this already on the bell tower, so the card is now useless. So now I can easily sacrifice that here. And we're gonna... I could split them up if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I have to. I mean, sure, let's... You go here. See, and because this person is insane in there, the trap keeps triggering, which is so nice because the bell tower trap drains adjacent rooms as well. And there are a lot of sort of adjacent rooms here. We have just this one person here remaining. Can I... If I do this, he will be completely gone, right? A strain 2 is going to be enough, so I can't consume him, but it's fine. And this is sadly it, right? So this is as far as the demo goes. Now you can just press reset and you will start at the beginning. And in the final game, I presume there will be many more cards, more nights to play and rooms and stuff. And I'm really looking forward to this. So, yeah, we will see. The tutorial has me hopeful. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. And I'll see you next time.